They say danger has a heartbeat, and on this day in the mountains of Spain, I could hear it thundering through the trees. The air was cold, heavy with the scent of pine and gunpowder, and somewhere out there, a wild boar was waiting, unpredictable, aggressive, and strong enough to turn hunter into prey in a matter of seconds. Out here, hunting isn't just a pastime. It's a profession, a tradition, and sometimes a fight for survival. In Spain, wild boar meat isn't cheap. Depending on the season and quality, a single kilogram can sell for 12 to 20 euros, making every hunt both a challenge and a livelihood. For us, it's not just about the money, it's about the mission, the adrenaline, and the respect for nature that comes with every pull of the trigger. We hadn't even reached our destination when the first encounter happened. Out of nowhere, a massive boar burst through the brush, tusks gleaming and eyes locked on us. It didn't hesitate. It charged. Instinct kicked in. I steadied my rifle, heart hammering, and fired. One shot. The boar dropped instantly. Silence followed, the kind that only comes after a brush with danger. When we finally reached the mountain base, the real hunt began. The dogs were released, their barks echoing through the misty forest as they fanned out in every direction. Within minutes, a sharp bark cut through the air, the signal. A large boar had been spotted. Diego, one of our most experienced hunters, raised his rifle with calm precision. His shot rang out, and the animal collapsed just a few yards away. The team quickly split up. Some stayed low in the valley, while I and a few others climbed higher to flank. Alone in the rocky terrain, I could feel every sound vibrating through my chest. The crunch of leaves, the distant growls, the panting of dogs closing in. My grip tightened on the rifle. 10 seconds of pure tension, then movement. A shadow burst from the trees. I fired 3 rounds in quick succession. Smoke filled the air, and the boar fell. My radio crackled with shouts of victory. Diego had taken down another one below. For a moment, everything felt perfectly synchronized. The team, the dogs, the hunt. But wild boars are cunning. One wrong move, 1 second of hesitation, and things can turn fatal. These animals don't run away easily. They fight back with ferocity. If you're inexperienced or alone, you should never attempt a wild boar hunt. Out here, one mistake can cost your life. Following the dogs deeper into the forest, we came across another trail. The barking grew louder. They had found something. I crouched low, eyes scanning every rustle of the bushes. Suddenly, a huge boar exploded from the undergrowth. My rifle was up before I even thought. 2 quick shots, the beast went down. I stood there, breath heavy, realizing how close it had been. This was one of those moments that reminds you why no hunt is ever routine. We regrouped soon after, but the dogs were still restless. They had cornered one last boar somewhere further ahead. By the time we reached them, it was over. Another clean shot, another victory, and another reminder of how unpredictable these animals can be. Even though hunting brings us income, we follow the law strictly. Every hunt is regulated, every species tracked carefully. We never take more than what's allowed, because balance matters. Hunting is part of preserving the ecosystem here. Wild boars reproduce rapidly, and without control, they destroy crops, damage orchards, and wreak havoc on farms. Every shot fired today means one less ruined field tomorrow. Later that day, the tension returned. The sun hung low as we began another round, dogs sprinting into the dense brush. Within minutes, sharp barks echoed again. I rushed forward, rifle raised. There it was, another boar charging through the trees. I lined up my aim, steady and sure, and fired. A perfect hit. It fell instantly, the dogs circling around in triumph. Hunting dogs truly make the difference. Without them, tracking these elusive creatures would take hours of exhausting searching. They know the scent, the signs, and the rhythm of the forest better than we ever could. Just as we were catching our breath, chaos erupted again. Not one, but 2 wild boars came charging straight toward us. Dust, noise, movement. It all happened in seconds. I could hear my pulse in my ears as I fired twice. Both shots landed clean. In less than 5 seconds, it was over. The forest fell silent once again. Another group of dogs started barking in the distance. One more boar was trying to escape. But this one wasn't running away in fear. It was coming right at us. Roy, another hunter, stepped forward and fired a single powerful shot. The beast dropped mid-charge. It was the kind of moment that makes you respect how dangerous these creatures truly are. Just as we began to regroup, a call came through the radio. Another sighting on a narrow trail up ahead. We sprinted toward the ridge, arrived just in time, and spotted the dark shape crashing through the trees. Without a second of hesitation, we took aim and fired together. The boar tumbled down the slope. Mission accomplished. But the mountain wasn't done testing us. The terrain was thick, the forest dense, and every step felt like walking through a maze of shadows. These animals are clever. They use every dip, every rock, every thicket to hide. After nearly an hour of searching, we finally spotted a group moving along a ridge. This was it, our last chance before sundown. We climbed quickly, took our positions, and fired. A clean hit dropped one instantly, while the others scattered in panic.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.